I love that
music,
song. You're clapping off beats.
The music just gets us going. Welcome to Wake Up Charlotte to Go, everybody. Hey, you know what I can't believe is that May is almost here.
May Day.
And that means the kids are going to be out of school for summer soon, last month of school. Yeah. Do you guys have any big summer plans besides having a baby, Chris Mulcahy?
That is our plan.
Bigger plans?
Or your wife having a baby?
All planned.
I'm not having any babies, no.
You've been there, done that.
Yeah, summer,
Any
gosh.
travel plans?
No.
Just traveling to MC
Traveling
different
back
events.
and forth to the station.
Yeah, Larry's always traveling around the Carolinas, going to different communities. You know,
I feel like, Larry, why are you not sitting? I am sitting in a chair, and you guys are standing.
I have the fake chair that I sit in sometimes.
See, like I can't
and I
do
look
squats
really
for that long.
short.
Oh, like
Okay, so we get off topic. What we're talking about today, though, this new company is trying to promote North Carolina and have people. You can't focus when you're doing that.
My knee was hurting too. Like, I don't know how you do that for so long, Larry.
Okay.
By the way, go ahead.
You know,
going down.
when we're not on TV, it's like this is. I mean, you should see them during the commercial breaks. Okay, so we're talking about summertime travel.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
All right, this North Carolina organization, instead of people traveling all over the place, they want them to look in their own backyard and visit small towns in North Carolina, in the Carolinas.
It's a local company doing that?
It says a North Carolina organization.
Oh, okay.
Maybe our web team can look up the specific name. My bad for not knowing that, Larry.
Oh, no, I thought.
But we do have a story on it.
Oh.
So let's watch it. Maybe I answer it in the story. This is from yesterday.
Roll tape.
Yeah, roll tape.
When the pandemic hit, many people put their travel plans on hold. But after weeks of being cooped up in the house, some started to venture out, many to small or rural towns.
We've seen more than a third of the potential visitors to North Carolina say they want to go to someplace that's a small town, someplace they've never been before.
In 2021, Airbnb reported a 128% increase in nights booked in rural areas compared with 2019. For the same period, nights booked for rural stays of more than 4 weeks grew 160%. Here in North Carolina, that was even greater.
We've seen more than a 200% increase in people staying more than 28 days in Airbnbs in rural North Carolina.
Whit Tuttle, the executive director of Visit North Carolina, is hoping you will continue to visit these towns. This week, the organization launched Dream Big in Small Town NC. It's an initiative to boost economic recovery by attracting travelers and potential workers to small towns in 16 counties. The initiative was created by the General Assembly and is funded with $1.5 million from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021.
General Assembly was looking for a way to help these really rural places that had lost population, to give them a little bit of input, economic building effort.
Airbnb will also play a role in the initiative. The company will promote the campaign on its website and social media channels in hopes that people will stay at local rentals.
We're working with vacation rentals because a lot of times that's where you're going to stay if you go to one of these small towns. I stayed the other night in a small town place. It was right in the middle of a Christmas tree farm on the side of a mountain. So there's some really great opportunities for unique stays.
There's also a sweepstakes you can enter to win a trip.
We're going to have 5 winners that each win $1,000 in Airbnb cash to spend at a vacation rental out in the mountains. And we're going to give each one of those 5 winners $500 in spending cash to do whatever they want with.
To learn more about the initiative and how you could get involved or be a winner, head to our website, WCNC.com. For WCNC Charlotte, I'm Sarah French.
Can I just tell you something? My least favorite word to say on TV is rural.
It's hard to say.
I should have changed it to just small towns in the story. But our digital team told me the group is called Visit NC.
Visit NC. Well, yeah,
Visit NC.
That's a state-run organization. They've been around a while.
So Lisa's saying her backyard. So Lisa, I want to know where you live.
Where do you live?
Yeah, where do you live? Melissa said she doesn't really think of vacationing in North Carolina. There's lots of places, Melissa. And Emily's saying the Outer Banks. You know, we went to Sugar Mountain in January or February, and that was so fun. We went skiing. That was definitely on my checklist. Okay, I want to go to...
You've never been there before?
I hadn't been skiing there. No, we had...
Okay.
Well, you know, when I worked in Boston for like 7 years and then came here, it was like, ha, and so I wanted to avoid the snow as much as possible. But now, what's so great about the Carolinas is you have this great weather usually. You can drive like 2 hours to the beach or 2 hours to the mountains. So my kids, it's funny, my kids kept saying, we aren't seeing snow, we've never seen snow. And so I was like, okay, we're going to go to the mountains and go skiing. And that's what we did. But then, of course, we had like snow after snow, what felt like every week in January and February.
Oh, yeah. And you also went during a pretty treacherous weekend. There was snow
Well,
up
the
there.
problem
It was windy.
my husband booked the hotel, which was like on the top of the mountain, which would have been cool and great view any time of year, but not when it was like a blizzard. I thought this
You
is
couldn't see out the window.
This is how we go. This is how we go. But we survived, and it warmed up, and the weather we skied, and it was great. Okay, enough about this, Larry. I feel like you've probably been to every small town in North Carolina. Where would you recommend visiting?
Small town.
Or top 5 at least.
Top 5, and let us know what you think too. I'll read the comments.
Yeah, if you want to start, let's start in the mountain communities.
Okay.
If you want to start up there, I mean, the obvious Boone, Blowing Rock in that area. But if you go, I would say, if you go west of Asheville, you do like Lake Junaluska. It's such a beautiful area over there. And then if you go a little bit farther into the foothills, Rutherford County, where I had spent many years, Chimney Rock and Lake Lure is fantastic. Love that area right there.
I look so small here, but if I stand, I don't think it makes me
it makes it worse.
Then if you go into
sit back down.
Get into the Piedmont. I love, if you go up towards areas around Yadkin and Wilkes County, in that area, the Stone Mountain in Wilkes County, that's anywhere, just travel across there. And then you get into area around Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem. Although I wouldn't call Winston-Salem a small town, but I love Winston-Salem. There's so much there. But there's all kinds of little towns around there. If you want to go up to Andy Mayberry country, go to Mount Airy.
That is on my checklist to see Andy Griffith.
Yeah,
show.
the cafe is there. You can walk downtown Mayberry, Mount Airy. You think you're in Mayberry.
And you know what I didn't realize? Runaway Bride was on TV the other day, and they kept saying Mayberry. So I guess, did they film that movie there?
There's not a Mayberry, North Carolina. There's Mount Airy.
Right, but I wonder if they were doing that take off of like Andy Griffith, or because she's supposed to be in like this small town. Yeah. I don't know. I have to research it.
Then there's Pilot Mountain, which is Mount Pilot. Pilot Mountain really is a mountain. They call it Mount Pilot in Andy Griffith show. Then you go farther east. You go to places, around from Raleigh east. I would go along the Carolina coastline. I really love Beaufort, North Carolina.
Beaufort.
Beaufort, North Carolina. Beaufort, South
Beaufort, North Carolina. Yeah. Then I lived in Greenville, but I would say anywhere along the Outer Banks.
So if you want to go on a vacation, I mean, you just need to ask this guy.
Travel
agent Larry Sprinkle.
Of course, it's cheap.
Okay. We're getting lots of comments.
All right, here we go.
So, Natasha says, North Carolina offers so much. Joy says, I love Asheville. The Biltmore, yes. We did that during Christmas time. Oh, my gosh. Phenomenal.
I'm going in 3 weeks, actually.
You are? Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Biltmore, and try to go every season if you can. But this is perfect time.
So, see, I want to go in the spring because the gardens weren't in bloom, but the house was so beautiful with the Christmas decorations.
You went to Christmas time?
We went in November, I think, and saw the Christmas decorations.
Fall is fantastic there.
And we ate at the restaurant that used to be a horse stable. Yeah. It's really cool. I forget the name of it, but you should go there too, Chris.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't know. Well, it's actually now, that's further in the future.
It's not 3 weeks?
No, it's not.
You got your days confused?
Where am I?
Now you know how I feel all the time.
Yeah, I was like, where was I?
Joy saying, I already read that. Karen, Brevard, Forest, Hendersonville area. Jay saying Gastonia. Wesley Curry, live in Huntington, West Virginia. Well, that's not the Carolinas, Wesley.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
For North Carolina, Melissa said she likes weekend getaways. She says she likes big vacations, though, to Europe and the Caribbean and Hawaii. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
It would be very nice. Yeah. On a budget, the day trips you can take from Charlotte, northeast, south, or west, it's fantastic.
Go on a drive. Just go on a drive.
We have Chimney Rock, beautiful, cute little downtown.
Chimney Rock,
and
Lake Lure.
Lake Lure, yep. The other thing is great is driving around and seeing the fall foliage in the fall with the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yeah.
All right, well,
take a trip.
Take a trip. Enjoy the Carolinas. We hope you do. And keep commenting. Let us know your favorite small town in the Carolinas to visit, because I'll add it to my list.
We live in a beautiful state, or set of states, so enjoy.